What is up, guys? It's Dustin. Welcome back to the channel. I got a video for you guys. This is all my 4K titles. Now, I don't own a lot, but a majority of them are Steelbooks that you guys saw in my Steelbook collection video and in my Lionsgate specific Steelbook collection video. So I'm not going to talk about them too much or really show them off for too long, just kind of breeze through them. But the other films that you guys may not know about, I'm actually going to talk about a little more in detail. So let me set this off to the side and let's kind of go through it. So first up, the Batman Italy exclusive Amazon Italy exclusive Steelbook. The Batman, again, Best Buy exclusive in the US. Again, I've showed all these off in a separate video in detail. Cabin in the Woods. The Hurt Locker. Hacksaw Ridge. American Psycho. The Punisher from 2004. Hell or High Water. Three from Hell. Now, those are just my Steelbooks. Again, I just wanted to breeze through them. These other films I'm going to show you. I kind of want to talk about them a little bit. Maybe if you have them, are they worth upgrading to 4K? If you have them on Blu-ray or even DVD. So we're going to find out. So I'm going to tell you my experience with them, and we'll go from there. So first up, boom, we got The Outsiders. Now, this is a special edition. This is the complete novel edition. You can actually still find just a regular 4K of this a little bit cheaper. This wasn't too bad. I want to say this was a gift from one of my Twitch viewers, Quick. I want to say this was like around $20 at the time, the complete novel. This artwork is gorgeous. I revisited this film not too long ago, and I watched it on 4K. And honestly, it looked really good. It's a really solid transfer. I can't complain. There you go. You got the front and the back. You got your disc art on the inside. It's really nice. And it looked good. Obviously, it's an older film. Some parts were still grainy. But, I mean, that's to be expected. It's not going to be a crystal clear picture. But as far as, like, if you were to have it on Blu-ray, it may be worth the upgrade. I would think it depends on how much you really like this movie. If you want the complete novel and have both cuts of the film, I would definitely say it's worth it. But yeah, I feel like you can really kind of stick to this one on Blu-ray. It's still going to look good. Again, on 4K, some shots were kind of grainy. The colors were a little bit nicer. But honestly, you're probably not going to see much of a difference if you own it on Blu-ray and you watch it in 4K. It's not anything crazy. Next up, boom. The first 4K film I ever got. I got this on sale at Walmart on Black Friday a few years ago, two years ago now, for like $5-6, $7.50 maybe. I don't know. This is Star Wars: The Rise of the Skywalker. This is the film everybody clowns on. I love Star Wars. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I actually own the Star Wars: The Complete Saga in a special box set, which comes with all 9 films. I still do need to get Solo and Rogue One. I do plan on it. They are in a cart I have eventually, but I do have the 9 original films. So the sequels, the prequels, and then the 3 Disney did. But the reason that I even picked this up on 4K was this is the first movie that my son and I ever went and saw together in the theaters. It was just him and I, and he loves Star Wars. We bonded over Star Wars. And if you guys don't know, I have bonus kids. So my son is a little bit older. I didn't get the whole baby stage with my kids now. So this is something him and I really bonded over. So this movie actually, even though a lot of people dislike it, I really enjoy it. He really enjoys it. And it's a film that we just bonded over. So this actually holds a pretty special place in my heart, not only because it's the first 4K in my collection, but mostly because of my son. So every time I see this, it makes me, I go back to that time when we saw it in the theaters and like his face and just the way he lit up. So yeah, Star Wars: Rise of the Skywalker. Gorgeous film. I mean, of course, with it being a newer film, it is going to look absolutely stunning on 4K. It's a no-brainer. As far as telling a difference between Blu-ray and 4K, maybe, I don't know. I do own the Blu-ray box set. I would have to see it, honestly, to see if I notice a difference. I probably really wouldn't since it's a newer film. Next up, we have Hunter Killer. This one is really interesting. This is actually a Lionsgate film. And this has a pretty good cast. Gerard Butler, Gary Oldman, Commons in it. This is a really interesting film, and I actually found this in the $5 bin at Walmart. So a $5 4K is a really good deal. So this was a complete blind buy. I didn't know anything about this film. I've heard about it in the past, and it's relatively new. I want to say it's like 2018. It says 2018. And the reason that I was really interested in this is because I picked it up. At this time, my wife was like really heavy into watching war films, and I found this, and I read the synopsis to her, which is: deep under the Arctic Ocean, American submarine captain Joe Glass, Gerard Butler, is on the hunt for a U.S. sub in distress when he uncovers a secret Russian coup threatening to dismantle the world order. With crew and country on the line, Captain Glass must now assemble an elite group of Navy SEALs to rescue the kidnapped Russian president and sneak through enemy waters to stop World War III. So kind of eerie with what's going on, with Russia and Ukraine and everything right now. Super weird. But to be honest, I watched this. It looks amazing on 4K. The story was actually pretty good. Is this a film that I would go out of my way and pay more than $5 for? No. If you can find this film cheap, I highly recommend it. It even came with a slip, again, for $5 in the Walmart bargain bin. I enjoyed it. It's a good movie. Again, I personally wouldn't want to pay any more than $5 for it. It looks good on 4K, but again, with it being a film within just the last couple years, of course it's going to look good on 4K. But yeah, if you guys can find this for like $5 or even cheaper, I recommend it, especially if you like those types of movies. Next up, one of my favorite war films, 1917. This was a gift from Trav. Man, this movie, to me, and I know that this movie is like way overhyped to some people. I love this movie from the sound to just, the audio and just the visual quality and just the way the film is shot to look like it's all one continuous shot is absolutely amazing. And truthfully, I found it to be pretty groundbreaking. This is definitely one of the best war films you ever watch, and I could not watch this movie in anything other than 4K. I did watch this movie around the time it came out on like a streaming service, but to own this movie on 4K, it will blow you away. Especially like we don't have like a surround sound system yet or anything like that. When we do move, I do plan on having that whole thing. But even with what we have, this movie sounds and looks incredible, and I highly recommend it. If you want a good war film and you haven't seen this, pick this film up on 4K. You can find it on sale all day on 4K. Highly, highly recommend it. You can get this less than $25, and this slipcover is absolutely gorgeous. 1917, great film. My wife loved it. I loved it. This film is definitely like ahead of its time. Highly recommend. And if you are somebody that thinks the film is overhyped, get out of here. I don't want to hear it. Next up, Spiderman No Way Home. It's a good movie. It was a great way to round out the Tom Holland trilogy. I want Andrew Garfield to get another shot and get another film. I would love Tobey Maguire to have another film. If you haven't seen this by now, I'm not going to say much about it. It's gorgeous, stunning on 4K. Amazing, visually incredible. This is the Walmart exclusive slipcover. Literally the best cover that you can get for this movie right here. I like it more than the Steelbook. I think that like this is trash. I hate the artwork. I'm gonna jump on that bandwagon, but this slipcover right here, phenomenal. The Steelbook's okay, but I actually really enjoy that. If that was on the Steelbook, like if we got this in Steelbook format, I'd be all over it. But it is what it is. Next up, a really underrated movie. Vince Vaughn, Jennifer Carpenter, Brawl in Cell Block 99. This movie came out in... Oh, man. I can't even find it. 2017. This came out in 2017. This was only played in film festivals. And I believe when I looked up, this movie only grossed about $74,000, which in terms of films is super, super low. But this was only in film festivals, and then it was released on a physical release, and it's just not super known. Now, this is directed by, if I can even find it, from the writer and director of Bone Tomahawk. I was going to mention he did Bone Tomahawk, which I've watched. I cannot remember the guy's name. That Jack Heller? Maybe? I can't. I don't know. Let me see. I couldn't tell you. But either way, Jennifer Carpenter, Vince Vaughn, Brawl in Cell Block 99 4K. You can pick this up on Amazon for less than $10. You can actually find this in the dollar store, not on 4K, but you can pick it up on DVD. I've seen some people find it in Blu-ray at Dollar Tree. I love Jennifer Carpenter. She was obviously in White Chicks. She was Deb in Dexter. But Vince Vaughn, this man, his range in acting is phenomenal. This is a film where if you like crazy, kind of over-the-top fight scenes where it's just super brutal, this film is for you. It's exactly what it sounds like. Brawl in Cell Block 99. Vince Vaughn goes to jail and absolutely decimates people in the craziest ways. It's all I'm going to say. I don't want to ruin it for you. I highly recommend watching it. You can pick this up really cheap. You can probably stream it somewhere. I don't know. But holy crap, this movie blew me away. It is super good. And to see Vince Vaughn take on a more serious role is crazy. He's actually terrifying in this movie. And he's a big dude. You don't realize how big Vince Vaughn is until you watch this film and see him next to other actors. He's a giant. Amazing. Highly recommend. It literally says on the back, gruesomely entertaining. It is insane and it looks great on 4K. But honestly, I love this movie so much. I just recommend if you find it cheap or you can stream it somewhere. If you pick up the DVD at the dollar store, do yourself a favor, watch this film, Brawl in Cell Block 99. You will not regret it. Next up, we got Justice League: The Snyder Cut. This is the only Justice League movie. That's all I'm gonna say. The very first one, it didn't happen. Okay, it never existed. Zack Snyder crushed it. 4K. Incredible. Highly recommend the 4K. This has been on my radar for so long, and I put off getting it because for a while I think it was retailing for $40 because it's a long movie. It's very long. It's, if you guys know, it's literally 2 parts. Incredible. I picked this up at Walmart Black Friday last year, $7.50, and then it literally a week later shot right back up to $40. Now you can find it around $25, $30. But to get this for $7.50 on 4K with a slip, I mean, come on. If you love DC movies, the Snyder Cut is the way to go. It has some residue on it from the sticker, but I don't care about any of that. But there we go. Justice League Snyder Cut, 4K, phenomenal, super long. It's hard to sit and watch it in one sitting, but it can be done if you're crazy. Next up, keeping on with the whole Zack Snyder thing here, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Edition. Now, I'll be honest with you. I don't know how the 4K stacks up because I haven't watched it yet. But the last time I ever watched this movie is the day it came out in theaters. And I think that when this movie originally released physically, there was a lot of issues with color and audio, and this fixed it. You can pick this up. My wife got me this on Walmart's website. I want to say it was $13 or $14. It was really cheap. And I know this film gets a lot of shit, but to be honest with you, I enjoyed it in the theaters. Was it my absolute favorite? No. But it is a very enjoyable movie. I do think Ben Affleck does deserve his own Batfleck movie. But right now I am in love with what Matt Reeves is doing with Robert Pattinson as Batman. But I would love to see Ben Affleck get his Batman movie because I quite enjoy this. But yeah, this obviously the Ultimate Edition is Zack Snyder's cut of it. So there are some IMAX scenes in it and things like that. So it is extended, which I've heard and I've been told by multiple people that you cannot watch anything but the extended version of this film. You just can't. So I'm actually really excited to revisit. I do want to do it soon. Just time has been rough. Finding time to do has been rough, but things are happening in life right now, which I will make a separate video on when the time comes. Next up, the newest 4K to my edition, actually, Top Gun. Tom Cruise, Top Gun, the original one. Now, I'll be honest, okay? I did not watch the original Top Gun until like last week. I've never seen it. But with Top Gun Maverick coming out, I've always wanted to watch this film. I just never owned it until recently. This was a gift from Andrew for my Twitch stream, and I watched it. And I know a lot of people say the first one is not nearly as good as Maverick is, but I'll be honest with you, I really, really, really enjoyed this movie. Honestly, I had such a great time with it, and if I enjoyed this movie that much, and a lot of people are hating on it now since Maverick came out, I cannot wait to own Maverick and watch that. I'm going to pick that up on 4K. But this movie, really enjoy it. Absolute classic. Tom Cruise. Next up, my Father's Day gift from my beautiful wife. We have Apocalypse Now Final Cut. This is actually a 6-disc collector set. This did release on Steelbook. This is a Lionsgate release. It did release on Steelbook, and I actually missed out on it. I had it in my cart or my safe for later on Best Buy, and when I had some extra money, I went to go pick it up. It was gone. But this right here, you can actually get this 6-disc collector set for like less than $15, which is an absolute steal. Do not sleep on it. It's beautiful. You get so many different cuts of the movie. You get the final cut. You get the special features. You get, I believe you actually, yeah, you get the redo as well on 4K and Blu-ray, which is absolutely phenomenal. The set is gorgeous. I did do an in-depth look at this, but Apocalypse Now Final Cut, I haven't had the chance to revisit. I have seen them. This movie is from 1979. I have watched it one time a few years ago, but I'm excited to revisit it on 4K. And then next up, last, we have the Evil Dead Groovy Collection. The reason I'm showing you this box set is because it comes with the Evil Dead 2, and Ash vs. the Evil Dead. This is obviously the original. This is not the remake. But you get the first 2 movies on 4K in this beautiful set. I love the Evil Dead. I love the television show. I love Army of Darkness. I love the remake. I don't own them. They are on my list. I will own them eventually, but I am super happy to have this set. You can pick this set up on sale. You can find it, I think I've seen it like below $50, which is crazy. I'll show you guys kind of what you get. I've done a video showing this off in the past, but just to show you that you do get the films on 4K. It comes in this beautiful, beautiful art book. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but there you go. There's the original Evil Dead and the Evil Dead 2, both 4K discs. I hate that it's in these sleeves. That's the only thing I don't like. But you got your 4K disc there of the Evil Dead 1, and then you got your 4K disc there on the Evil Dead 2. They look great. And then you got them on Blu-ray, and then you get the Ash vs. the Evil Dead and the special features, and all that stuff is included. Highly recommended if you're a fan of the Evil Dead, guys. But that's my 4K titles. It's not a lot. I'm just glad that you guys took the time, if you did, out of your day, out of your busy lives, to sit down and watch this and let me talk about movies, because my wife is absolutely sick of it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys are brand new to the channel. As always, see you later in another video. Bye.